Hi, AP Statistics Parent Night. This is David Ellenger with just a quick introduction to the course. There's a video that I'm giving you access to today, and then next Tuesday we'll have a chance for you to come to a Zoom session where you can meet me and ask me questions. And if we don't have enough questions to fill the time, then I've got a little statistical inquiry that we're going to do, and you'll get a chance to see that. So anyway, so here's the basics for tonight. This will be like sort of the basic stuff I do. One thing to know about me is that I never use PowerPoint, and so please forgive me for any embarrassing PowerPoint issues or inadequacies. All right, so who is that Mr. Ellenger? So this is my 26th year at Seattle Prep. My kids are Eliza and Zachary, and Eliza is a sophomore here at Seattle Prep right now. And this was actually at Zach's 20th birthday at the Snappy Dragon the weekend before restaurants closed last March. I know, amazing. No comment. Okay, so I'm a big walker. I've got a quest to walk every block in Seattle that I'm working on. Polar bear swimmer, New Year's Day, Matthews Beach. I'll be there. I don't care if there's a thing or not. AP reader. I am actually a reader for the AP statistics exam. Every June, we get flown out to Kansas City, or this year we stayed at home, and we get to grade AP statistics exams, and it's one of the highlights of my year, believe it or not. And I'm an Irish dual citizen. I don't know, just a little fun factoid. But we haven't had a chance to travel since we arranged for that, and so I'm hoping we'll get a chance to do that sometime soon. I teach geometry, AP Calculus BC, and AP Statistics, and I'm aesthetically impaired. All right. So how the course is different. So it's an AP course, so you can earn college credit. This is a college level course, and it's the equivalent of your intro stats course at most colleges. It's a fixed curriculum, so despite the virus or anything else, we're not cutting back content at all. It's possible that by the end of the year the AP will change that, but right now they're being pretty clear that they're planning on having the real test this spring, full length, full content. And so that means that we can't modify it. In other classes, we're cutting content a bit, like to allow for the challenges of this time. This class, we can't. And students need to be motivated because it's an AP class. They have to push through challenges. They can't just go, well, I'll do pretty good on this and stuff. And yeah. When it gets tough, I'll kind of bail out. It's going to get tough for part of it. And you're taking on this challenge, and you need to embrace that and say, I'm going to go for it, and not just kind of show up. It's statistics, which means the great thing about it is that means it's all real life applications. Kids never ask, what is this good for, or where would anybody use this, because everything is applications. It starts somewhat easy, and so students can get lulled a bit, and then it gets conceptually challenging as time goes on. So you have to make sure I make that transition clear, where students are suddenly realizing, oh, this class is a college level class now, and it's like, yeah, I told you, So it is challenging, although in the beginning it starts off not too bad at all, and it involves clear writing and communication. A lot of students aren't used to, in a math class, having to write sentences and being marked down for being unclear in how they communicated their answer, but that happens here. It's somewhat virtual, right? I mean, it's all virtual right now, but it'll be at some level of virtual for a lot of the year. So one of the things is you need to do honest check-ins. The students are kind of responsible. When this teacher, there are going to be times when the teacher is going to provide them, an opportunity to try something and then give them answers and say, all right, check your work and see how you did on this thing. Students need to be more accountable to themselves to make sure that they are learning the material. And I can watch a lot of it, but I can't watch as much as I can when I'm in the classroom with them. So there's more formative feedback. That's a two-way street. So I give them feedback on how they're doing, but then they need to communicate with me. Hey, I'm still having trouble with this, or I still need to check in on that. It's both of us have to be a part of that, of them trying things, me teaching things, them trying things, and then us communicating on how that goes. And it's harder to do hands-on. This class has more hands-on stuff than a lot of the higher level math classes, but we'll try. We've got some. If you come next week, I'm thinking we're going to do a little activity, or I'm going to show you an activity that we did with the kids that allowed to have some not exactly hands-onness, but it kind of modeled what we normally do in class. Um, what do parents usually want to know? They usually want to know about grades or homework grading. I get that a lot. Academic integrity and how that's handled. That's a really important thing for us. And then you need to see the syllabus. Most of that, I'm not going to go through all that information again because it was in the syllabus and the kids have gone through it and it's available to you. Unfortunately, I mean, it used to be with Power School, that old thing. It used to be that the stuff was available directly to the parents. Now you have to go through the kids' OneNote. Apologize. But if you go to your child's AP statistics binder, folder, whatever, notebook, that's what it's called. There's an essential documents tab in the content library that has, their assignment every day so they can see it. It has how to get the textbook. It has a copy of the syllabus. I was looking through it recently, so it was a little bit off. There we go. It explains how homework is graded and how to submit it. There's a formula sheet that kids get to use on all their tests. That's kind of exciting. And then some information also about the AP test format for the kids. So all that information is really there. The big thing with the academic integrity is that if you hand something in, it needs to be something that you understand what you're saying here. If it's something where you heard this from someone else or someone told you, oh, you do this and this and this, and you just write it down and you don't have any idea what you're actually saying, you can't explain it to me. You're getting it from somewhere, but you don't understand it. It shouldn't be down on the page unless it's with this huge caveat that says, I got this from, I'm taking someone from my geometry class. I got this from Anna. Anna told me this, and I'm writing it down, but I don't understand it, and it's all Anna. That would be fine. That's not an integrity issue. But it's putting Anna's work down, even though you don't really understand it. That's where it starts becoming a big problem. And we've had a few issues with that. Students are just so used to digital environments where you grab something, you put it on your page, and that's fine. And it's like, well, not in a course situation, not in a class where you're representing your work. So anyway, so that's that. Let's see, got kind of time to go back. There we go. And so those are the most details. If there's anything else, please ask, and you can send me an email. Anything else you want me to cover, I'd be happy to do it next week. Any questions I get during the week, I'll try to incorporate that during the Zoom class. There's how to get extra help. 8 days during lunch, I'm going to be hosting Zoom drop-in help session so that it's going to be to all my students. So any students can come by and ask questions 8 days during lunch. There's a Teams channel that's available just for the stats students, and they could use that to ask questions. And unfortunately, there's no window help session available because I'm busy during window, and there really isn't another teacher who knows the AP stats curriculum. So anyway, maybe that'll change sometime. All right. And so next week, general questions about the course, and if time allows, I'll answer questions that people send me. If time allows, we might have a little statistics experience, but boy, it's gonna be tricky and online and everything. But if we can, then I'd like to get you into small groups and have you experience the breakout rooms, and mostly it will be a chance to meet the teacher, and ask any questions and just kind of have that face-to-face sort of contact. If you have any questions about your child, specific questions about your child, next week is not the time. Please send me an email. And I think that's it. So have a great, I'll send this on Tuesday. It's now Sunday and we're waiting for, the air to get better. But take care and hope your family's well. And please let me know if there's anything I can help with. Thank you. Have a great day.